¿Me escuchan? Buenos días, buenas tardes ya con todos. Les damos la más cordial bienvenida a este webinar en el cual conoceremos un poco más acerca de la oferta académica de la Universidad de Southern Utah. Ok, tenemos aquí al representante de la universidad, Jorge Granado, pues quien en este momento nos va a proceder a compartir información sobre la universidad. Es importante indicar que esta reunión está siendo grabada y posteriormente la procederemos a subir a nuestros canales de YouTube para que esté disponible pues esta información. Así que pues sin más y por el tiempo, Jorge, le cedo la palabra.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Tamara. Thank you for this opportunity. My name is Jorge Granado. I'm from Southern Utah University. I represent and I work for the International Office of Southern Utah University. I am currently traveling through Central Europe on a tour, so this is a special time for me to utilize this time as productive as we can, so I can meet with your students and tell you all about our wonderful opportunities for your students here at Southern Utah University. So I understand that I'm meeting with freshman students. Some of your students may or may not have um, uh, an idea of what major, or maybe if they are already deciding, this is the perfect time for you to start thinking about transferring at some point. So just to let you know, I'm gonna share some very cool facts about our school. We're a state-funded institution in the United States, and we're in the best, we're within the top 25 of best public schools in the US. We've got more than 150 programs to choose from. So we're a small community in Cedar City, Utah. We're close to Las Vegas, about 2 hours and 45-minute drive from Las Vegas. But the best thing is exactly where we're located. Our university campus is located and surrounded by best national parks in the United States. For sure, for you to come and enjoy, not just the fact that you're going to be here taking classes, but then obviously taking care of your student life and then keep you entertained as much as we can when you come to Southern Utah. We have, out of all of our 150 programs, we all have national accreditation in the United States as well as international accreditation. What does that mean for international students? So let's just say that you come here and you complete your program at Southern Utah, but then when you finish your degree, the fact that you're graduating from an international accredited degree, that gives you the chance to pretty much go everywhere and work everywhere, since your degree will be recognized and valid everywhere you go. So that's something really good to know for an international student. So in terms of accreditation, we're very big in business. So we have a business school here at Southern Utah University. Have engineering, education. We also have arts programs, pre-med, lots of programs for you to choose from. Let me just tell you exactly why we're different from other universities. So even though we're not a private school, so maybe you know the difference between a private school and a public school. So a public school in terms of finances, it's gonna cost you less to come to a public school. But in terms of quality of education, it's pretty much the same as what a private university will offer. We offer personalized education, and that has actually led a very good job placement rate for all of our students. So then students who come and complete our program here, you're for sure know that you're going to have a 90% job placement rate as a graduate student. We also offer a safe and a private campus community. Utah, by the way, if you've never been to Utah or close to Utah, but Utah is one of the safest states in the United States. So you know that you're for sure you're coming to a very safe place. So that's what makes us different. I will say that pretty much 73% of our classes, um, we have less than 30 students in each class. So then that'll give you the opportunity to connect with your classmates as well as with your teachers. So that's something good, especially if you're an international student. So hands-on learning experience. We offer a CPT program and as well as an OPT program. And especially if you're doing a STEM program, I don't know if you're familiar with that, but we offer more than 34 STEM focused program. Like if you're doing an engineering program, you can also have a STEM focused program besides that. And uh, as an international student, that's a plus because then you can extend your work permit or your C or your OPT training permit that you get from the Department of Homeland Security up to 3 years. Utah has actually become what used to be the Silicon Valley in Southern California. We sort of adopted the same chapter in the state of Utah. So, once you graduate from here, that you're going to be looking, and we'll pretty make sure that you'll have opportunities to land a good job since we have lots of industries and companies moving to the state of Utah that are part of the Silicon Slope chapter. So, um, academic quality in all of our programs. Here's a list of all of our programs here. Now, one thing that you're probably maybe aware, or if you haven't been aware, is that we do have an agreement with Blue Hill College, and we've had that for but it's said I feel but I think that it's more than 3 years, Tamara. I may be wrong, but we've had that for a while now, which allows you to start working with some of your classes at Blue Hill College and then transfer those over to your degree here when you want to come to Southern Utah. So we have about 96 credits that you can uh, get recognized if you take them at Blue Hill College, and it's called an articulation agreement. So you can take advantage of that, and then you can transfer those here and then continue working with your education at Southern Utah. Here's some of our graduate programs. We have master's degrees, about 12 to 13 programs as far as graduate programs if you want to do your continuity after you're done with your bachelor's degree. So as far as business goes, we are AACSB accredited, which put us basically right at the top three best business schools in the United States, in the Southwest region, and in the top 10% of best business schools in the world. Okay, close to national parks. If you're kind of an outdoors person, this is the place to come. If you like skiing or snowboarding, Utah is the best ski industry in the United States because we have a great snow quality powder here. So lots of activities for you to enjoy here. Southern Utah, more than 1,000 events throughout the year. Not just that, but we have partnered with more than 300 universities around the world. So if you want to do a study abroad program, like if you want to come to Europe or some of Asian countries, uh, we have an opportunity for you to do so, thanks to our exchange program and short-term programs that are, we have properties on campus housing as well as off-campus housing that are available to you. Basically, you don't need to go somewhere else. Everything that you need as an international student, you can find it here in Cedar City. We don't have lots of buildings because we're not a big city, but the fact that you're coming to a very calm and very quiet community, that speaks a lot. That that it can be that good fit for you if that's what you want to accomplish for your international education. So in terms of transferring, since we know that you'll be transferring you'll be transferring classes from Blue Hill College. All we need is your high school transcript, and then of course there's an application that you need to put in place. And then we can help you with all the processing, getting you prepared to get your student visa. Southern Utah University has a highest acceptance rate as far as visa issuing. So I'll say that it's about 92%. Most of our students get their students visa issued. So you don't have to worry about your English proficiency requirements since you come from Blue Hill College, and I'm pretty sure that you guys will be taking your English courses before that time. And then it's just a matter of providing your financial proof, and then we can get you admitted. We can also give you scholarships. So this is just to let you know and give you an idea how much does it cost to come to Southern Utah. We're about 32,000, and that includes everything, includes your housing, your meals, personal expenses, all your tuition fees. But we have scholarships for you, and we have these three types of scholarships, and we basically grant those scholarships based on your academic performance. So we'll look at your grades. If you have a 3.5 and above, then that guarantees that this first scholarship right here, the International Founders, which covers about 45% of your tuition costs. So this brings this number down to 22,000, give or take a year. Plus, you can also participate in our work study program. So you can work 20 hours a week while you're taking classes, or 40 hours a week while you're taking your semester off. So students who work all year long, they can earn anywhere from 6,000 to 8,000 a year. So then that brings your tuition cost significantly down. So I'll say about 18 to 20,000 a year. So not bad for a high quality of education that we offer. So I don't know if you guys have any questions. I know that I have just 10 minutes and try to cover as much as I can, but any questions that you might have that I can answer at this time, I can be as productive as I can answering your questions. What questions do you have for me? Don't be shy. If you're wondering, we also offer sports scholarships. So we're NCAA Division I university, and we can grant you a sports scholarship in basketball, volleyball, women's soccer, gymnastic, track and field, golf. The only thing is that you have to be a high achiever athlete in order for you to earn a D1 scholarship, but that's possible.
Oh, hello.
All
I'm
right.
Evelyn from Studio.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Evelyn.
Hi. I have a question for one of our students. They want to know what is the rank for the university? What is the rank?
What? I'm sorry, you're kind of cut off. What was that again?
Yeah, what is the rank the university in the United States? Like number 10,
Perfect.
20.
That's an excellent question. So we are within the public system. So we're a state-funded institution, and we're in the top 25 of best public schools in the United States. So last time I checked, our ranking was number 12 out of those 25. So we're positioned really high in terms of academic credentials and accreditations within the state and regional wise.
Okay, thank you. Which programs do you have? Sorry, because I think we start late.
We
Yeah,
No, that's fine. We have a lot of programs. We have 150 program to choose from. And that's between undergraduate programs and graduate programs. So then I'll say that most of our top programs are business, engineering, computer science, education, communication. We also have sports performance, theater arts, all performing and visual arts, geology, pre-med, pre-vet, pre-law, lots in aviation. I don't know if I have any aviation students here, but we have an aviation slash aerospace engineering program. So lots of options for you. I know it could be a little overwhelming because we have a lot of options, but that's something for you just to kind of consider. There's also an interdisciplinary studies program where basically one of the very few universities in the United States that allows you to combine 2 or 3 degrees into 1 degree. Most of times, if you want to do like business, but at the same time you are interested in education or other field, in most universities will tell you, you have to choose one or the other. But if you come to Southern Utah, you can combine 2 or 3 degrees into one. So think in terms of a combo concept. Like when you go to McDonald's, I know that this is not the greatest way to think of, but it's just like that. When you go to McDonald's or Burger King, you want to order in a combo because that's your better deal. But with this degree, you can combine 2 or 3 degrees into one. So in a way, you're very attractive, and it has been very attractive within the last 12 years in our market here in the United States. So any other questions? You can ask any questions that you may have. If you want to know what the Utah Live is, I've actually lived in Utah for more than 23 years, so I can tell you all about Utah and the wonderful opportunities that state has to offer. I know that a lot of you are mostly familiar with the East Coast in the United States, like Florida and New York. Not many of you has probably traveled this far in the Southwest region, but there's a lot of opportunities, and just the fact that we do have a governor of our state that actually serve a religious mission in an American country, and then he's doing a lot of great things for people from or students from Latin America. So there's a lot of growing opportunity for you here. Since most the big companies, brand name companies, has actually moved to the state of Utah. I'll say within the last 10 years. So Microsoft, Adobe, Goldman Sachs, Ernest and Young, and all those cool companies, they are here and they come every single week to our campus to recruit students. Right, any other questions?
Aviation.
Well,
What is that
Sorry.
program?
Aviation.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the students want to know about the aviation program. You can tell us more about.
okay. Well, we have an aviation program that you can, if you want to become a commercial pilot, you can do that, or you can do what's called the fixed wing track. That's an option. Or if you want to get your bachelor's degree in aviation, that's kind of depends on what you want to do. We have students that they want to do the aerospace engineering track because they want to work for NASA. We also have teachers, I'll say that 10 teachers have actually worked at NASA, and they're currently teaching at Southern Utah University. And if you want to become a pilot, our program is super good in a way that we have partnered with SkyWest Airlines. I don't know if you know that, but SkyWest Airlines is a sister from Delta Airlines. So most of our students who come and complete a aviation program and they get their pilot license, they end up actually getting a good job or landing a job at Delta Airlines. So is that good?
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Any more questions? All right. Well, if you want to get in touch with me, I'm very accessible. We're that personal. We want you to ask more questions. I know that sometimes in this type of presentations, you're kind of shy away, but don't do that. There are no dumb questions, right? Dumb questions that if you don't ask them, right? But, there's a way that you can keep in touch with me. This is our contact information, but then, this is my WhatsApp number. I'm actually based in Spain, in Europe. because I'm covering now the European territory as well as the LATAM territory. So I'll be traveling to Ecuador in September. And if I can, if that's okay with Tamara, then maybe I can stop by and then meet with some of your students and then meet the new campus because I've never been there. So, but if you want to go ahead and scan this code or ask Tamara about my contact information, I think that she'll be passing that along to you, okay?
Thank you, Jorge. Of course, you are invited to our new campus in San Borondón. And
Thank you.
obviously, I really appreciate your time. We have some students interested in the program of Southern Utah. I absolutely, I will share the information with you, okay? Thank you one
Absolutely.
more time. Thank you,
Thank you.
students. Bye. See
Guys, have a
you.
good day. Bye-bye.
As I said before,
Bye.
all this
Bye.
information is going to upload in the YouTube, okay? Bye.
Bye, thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.